This video is part 2 of Buy Black, 1930s Detroit. This video is about how Fannie Peck, the First Lady of Bethel AME Church, founded the Detroit Housewives League in 1930 to work hand in hand with her husband's organization, the Booker T. Washington Trade Association. Her husband was the Reverend William Peck. The purpose of both organizations was to support and grow Black businesses. You'll learn in this video how the Housewives League was formed, how the membership grew to well over 10,000, and how there were chapters in almost every area of the country. Part 1, dealing with the formation of the Booker T. Washington Trade Association, can be seen on this channel. Here you see an image of Fannie Peck, the founder of the Housewives League in 1930. The Housewives League was divided up into 16 branches across the city of Detroit. And in their declarations of principles, one reads, "The housewives of America control and spend the largest percentage of the family budget. Because of it, the aim is to protect and develop the interests of the whole household to the advantage of all concerned by promoting businesses owned and operated by Negroes in our community, and to establish a loyalty to and the support of Negro individuals and groups, and to develop opportunity for our youth in avenues until now not open to them." And here we have the church and a picture of Fannie Peck with her husband, the Reverend William Peck. Membership cards would be dispersed to Black businesses throughout the city, and the store owner would pass or give out cards to customers and would give a prize to the customer bringing in the most signed cards. And in just 3 years, the membership had grown to about 10,000. And around that same time, the Housewives League became known throughout the country and went national. Fannie Peck became the president not only of the Detroit Housewives League for 9 years, but she also became the first president of the National Housewives League. This is an image here of one of the committee members, the committees, the Booster Committee, which would go to homes, would canvass neighborhoods, go home to homes, supporting Black neighbors, Black businesses in the neighborhood. And members would have meetings in their own homes. There were other committees like fundraising, programs, memberships, the boosters, of course, and there were several publications. This is the Trade Week Guide. There would be 2 trade weeks a year, one in the fall and one in the summer. And what they would do basically was be to tour businesses, go on spending sprees, tally how much they spent in each business, and report that to their branch. They would publish a calendar every year with advertisements and meeting dates on them. The Housewives League also had a bulletin that came out every 2 months. In the upper right-hand corner, you see an article, "The Power of Self-Help," and I'll read a couple of passages from that article. Women control 85% of the family budget, and we recognize that because their spending power is so great, they have a responsibility of helping to supply jobs and create job opportunities by their spending. There shall be no freedom for any race unless it has planned, worked to become self-supporting and strong. The league helps businesses up and supports them after they go up. Here you see an image of some members on a Trade Week tour, and you see them here with some of the youth that they worked with, This is the younger group, and there were basically two groups. And here's another picture also of some youth. There was an older group, aged 15 to 21, high school students as well as college students, and they organized. It was organized for the purpose of becoming acquainted with business and professional people, and become interested in going into business, and realizing that economic independence only comes through self-help. And here you see some older youth at meetings. There was a yearly scholarship contest, and the essay that they would submit was the future outlook for Negroes in business and my proposed contribution to its advancement. Now, in the 50s, this was in 55, in the 50s, Detroit had more black-owned businesses than any other city in the country. Also in 1955, they celebrated their 25th year anniversary at the Lucy Thurman Y, which was located on Elizabeth and Beaubien. It was built in 1930 specifically for black women and girls. This was during segregation, and it stayed open until 1960. The Detroit Lions Ford Field is located at that location today. In 1963, there was a national Housewives League in Detroit, and it was at the Great Lakes Mutual Life Insurance Building on Woodward and Euclid, and that building is still standing today. Ironically, it's a half a block from where the Algiers Motel stood, which was the scene of the murder of 3 black unarmed teens during the '67 uprising and the focus of the movie Detroit in 2017. I was so proud to go into that building because it was black owned, and it was built from the ground up. It's a black company. I would get my hair done there, and go to my dentist's office upstairs. And these are some of the regional chairmen and the divisions that were represented at that 63 convention. At conventions, they would have speakers. They would go out on tours to businesses in the city. And this is one they went on at the Parker House Sausage Company on West Warren in Detroit. And Parker House Sausage was my father's favorite. In 1980, the Housewives celebrated their 50th anniversary at the St. Regis Hotel, which was located on West Grand Boulevard in Cass, near the Fisher Building. And on the right, second from the right standing, is what appears to be Irma Henderson, City Council member and president. And the gray hair behind the podium is Christina Fuqua, who was very instrumental in working with the Housewives League before and after Fannie Peck passed. She passed in 1971 at the age of 91. The Housewives lasted until 1997, 67 years. And there were many reasons why membership declined. Integration had occurred, and a lot of blacks were going to white businesses now. Big chain stores were opening, and they could sell for items for lower prices. And a lot of women were working outside the home and didn't have the time to devote to this type of an organization, and the older members were passing on. Today, many black Americans are revisiting the principles of the Booker T. Washington Trade Association and the Housewives League of Detroit. There's a renewed interest in the need to build and support black business and create economic self-sufficiency. Blacks have long patronized businesses of other ethnic groups in their community, while knowing that they can never open up a business in that ethnic group's community and expect to survive. There has been an unequal exchange of money from the Black community to other ethnic groups, communities. And here you see a ceramic plaque that I made of Fannie Peck from the image that you just saw. And remember to subscribe to the channel, press the thumbs up button, and leave a comment. Fannie Peck also founded the Fannie Peck Credit Union at Bethel AME Church. It was the first state-chartered, Black-owned credit union in the country. In my opinion, we owe the housewives so much. For almost 7 decades of work and dedication, tens of thousands of housewives helped to ensure that Detroit in the 1950s was the city with more Black-owned businesses than any other city in the country. Thank you, housewives.